Warren Buffett once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." At first, it sounds like another catchy quote about money. But let's be honest, it's not just a quote, it's a warning. And it's already happening to millions of people. Right now, there are people who wake up, go to work, get paid, and repeat, week after week, year after year. They think they're safe because they have a job. But what they really have is a cycle they can't escape from. Because here's the truth no one wants to say out loud. If your money only works when you do, then you'll never stop working. And unless you change that equation, it doesn't matter how hard you work, how much you save, or how many hours you put in. You'll always be stuck trading your life for a paycheck. So, what does it actually mean to make money while you sleep? And how can someone with zero passive income, maybe even zero savings, actually start? Let's break it down.
So let's get one thing clear. Making money while you sleep isn't some fantasy or billionaire secret. It simply means this. You do the work once, and it keeps paying you, even when you're not doing anything. And no, it doesn't require millions of dollars or a genius business idea. It could look like this. You write a simple digital guide and sell it for $7. Even if only 2 people buy it each week, that's $728 per year while you sleep. You invest $10 a week into an ETF like VOO. Over time, it grows and even pays you dividends without lifting a finger. You post one helpful video on YouTube or TikTok. Even when you're offline, it keeps getting views and maybe even earns you ad revenue. The point is, you're no longer trading time for every single dollar. Instead, you're building a system, one that slowly, quietly begins working even when you stop. But if it's this simple, why doesn't everyone do it?
Because honestly, most people don't believe they can. They think, I don't have enough money. I'm not smart enough to invest. I don't have time. I'm busy surviving. Or worst of all, that kind of thing just isn't for people like me. And the world doesn't help. We're taught to chase jobs, not freedom. We're rewarded for working harder, not smarter. And no one ever sat us down and said, hey, if you build this thing now, it could make money for you forever. But here's the truth. You don't need thousands of dollars. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to quit your job tomorrow. You just need to start something small and stay consistent. Because the difference between people who work until they die and those who break free, it's not luck. It's not money. It's this. They started building income that doesn't need them. And in case you're thinking, okay, that sounds nice, but has anyone really done this, starting from nothing? Let me introduce you to Sarah and Josh. They're both 29. Both work 9-to-5 office jobs. Both earn around $3,500 a month. Same city, same rent, same daily coffee habit. But they made one decision differently. Sarah decided, one random Tuesday, I'm going to try this thing Buffett talked about. She opened an investing app, chose an ETF called VTI, and started putting in $20 a week, like clockwork. No big moves, no stock picking, just consistent. Josh, he laughed, said investing was for rich people, and spent that $20 a week on Uber Eats, streaming subscriptions, and a nicer phone plan. Fast forward 5 years, Sarah didn't get rich, but she had over $7,000 invested. Her money was growing without her. Josh, still living paycheck to paycheck, still saying, one day I'll get into that stuff. Same income, same opportunity, different choice. Sarah planted a seed, Josh just kept mowing the lawn. And the craziest part, Sarah never felt like she was doing something big. She just started. Because freedom doesn't start with a windfall. It starts with one decision repeated over time. So if you're wondering, what can I actually do today?
Here are 3 real beginner-friendly ways to start making money while you sleep. 1. Auto investing. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to watch the stock market every day.
Just download an app like Fidelity, M1 Finance, or Robinhood and set it to auto-invest $10 to $20 per week into something safe and proven like VOO or VTI, S&P 500 index funds. That's it. No thinking, no timing, just consistency. Your future self will thank you. 2. Create one small digital product. This isn't about being a business guru. It's about turning what you already know into something valuable for others. Know how to use Excel? Make a budget spreadsheet, then sell it for $5 on Gumroad. Good at organizing? Create a productivity planner PDF, then sell it on Etsy. You build it once, then it sells 1, 5, 20 times while you sleep. 3. Share knowledge, even if you're not an expert. Right now, millions of people are earning income from videos, blogs, and short-form content, not because they're famous, but because they're helpful. You don't need a huge audience. You just need to solve one tiny problem for one type of person. Post a 30-second tip on TikTok. Start a YouTube channel and review books. Teach one skill you already use in your job. Searchable content equals long-term income. These aren't quick wins, but they're quiet seeds you plant now that grow into financial freedom over time. Because once you build one system that pays you while you sleep, you'll never look at money the same way again. At the end of the day, Warren Buffett's quote isn't about money. It's about control. Control over your time, your energy, and your life. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. It sounds harsh, but maybe that's exactly what we need to hear before it's too late. Because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to break free from the cycle. So let me ask you, what are you doing today that will still pay you tomorrow? Drop your answer in the comments. Even if it's small, even if it's just an idea, say it out loud and let that be your first step. And if this video helped you see money a little differently, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Thanks for watching.